I'm Angela Mom.
I'm Rajah the daughter, and this is
Talking
Talking
Brown.
Brown Sugar. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, YouTube. Talking Brown Sugar will be there. And you can also email us at talkingbrown.sugar@gmail.com. Today, we will be talking about boundaries in Black families, then versus now. So, Mom, I'm gonna toss you the first question. Were boundaries even a thing when you were growing up? Was that a thing that existed? Did y'all have boundaries?
In household we had boundaries, but going to some other family members' houses, it was boundaries. But sometimes it's like they was invisible. But you knew by the look on somebody's face, like, don't you ask that question.
Oh,
Don't you ask for no food. Didn't I tell you to sit down?
who would give you the look? Who's giving?
Grandma.
Okay, so the person you went to the other family house
Like
with.
her sister's house?
So did your aunt look at you and give you the look, or did
Not
your
really.
oh so you okay? So grandma, when you would go with her,
Like if I seen something I wanted, she would be like,
she'll look at you
even though
like,
this is like, you don't want that, girl. Trust me, you don't want
yeah, I
that.
know the look we talking about.
Or when I want to go back outside with some cousins and the other cousin come over who would tear your toys up. And then there's a woman going and hanging out with cousins who would come by the house, still got that look. Like, you going
Okay,
with who?
yeah.
They wouldn't even say the name. This is the tones of the boundaries.
What about your personal boundaries at home? Did you have like were you able to close your door when you wanted to, like privacy and
Sometimes, but most of the time I kept my door open. But my boundaries problem was when I wanted to go in another room look at the TV, the bigger TV.
okay in the living room?
Yeah, that for me that must have been theater time for them. For when family came over, I'm like, we don't even look at the TV. But today I want to look at the TV. I had a small black and white TV.
Okay. Oh, the living room TV was in color.
Yeah, that was color.
Oh,
Yeah, this was when we was in New York. Most time we like
was that the
what?
big box heavy TV?
No,
That one was black and white.
no, we didn't have no. For you, you didn't have no black and white.
What was that TV we had that was like an antique? That was huge.
Oh yeah, that was color.
Oh yeah, but I remember it
It
went.
was a
I remember
Philco.
when it went black and white.
That's when the Piscals.
The burned out.
Yeah.
What? So it was it that kind of TV? Was it
Mm-hmm.
that same
Yeah,
style
with
in the living room?
the
The big, the
stereo and
huge,
8 track.
all of that in one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. But that was something you weren't supposed to touch.
Yeah, I ain't supposed to touch. I wanted
That was the
to.
company TV.
To me, it was. That's how they made me feel. But I really wanted to like, yeah, let's go in and look at TV by myself. But I knew I better not if I want to survive the night.
Yeah. Were there things you didn't want to talk about that you could say, I don't want to talk about that? Like if they asked you about your day or something, were you able to say, I don't want to talk about it?
Yeah,
Okay.
they was my people. They was pretty, you know.
Res-
But when I went over some
respected your
aunts, yeah,
boundaries.
when I was with my aunts and them, they was a little, I don't know, a little tight knit. I don't think they really could explain a lot of things like my mom and dad.
Mhm.
They weren't as open because I had a lot of questions, and then sometimes I had a lot of looks because I knew if they was in a certain mood or I hear them talking in the kitchen where they were at, I knew okay, I better not go in there then and ask this question. I'm gonna get ready to set it off. I don't know which would have the actions to set it off I would have been, but I'd have been one of them. But yeah, we had a lot of boundaries. Like going outside, you can leave the steps. Had to go back inside and tell somebody I'm gonna walk down the street to the store. They were like, who you walking with?
Right. And so I'm thinking when I'm when I was looking at these questions in discussion, I was thinking boundaries from the point of a boundary is like an intention
Mm-hmm.
or limit you set for yourself that you adhere to and you keep, not that you're looking to control other people, but like an example could be
Yeah, I was on
if
this.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
You about to
fine.
go there?
Yeah.
So like an example is like I don't like people who yell when they're angry and want to communicate through yelling.
Mm-hmm.
So my boundary is if somebody tries to communicate to me while they're upset and yelling, I'm going to express that I'm uncomfortable in the moment. And if they continue to yell, I'm going to leave, or I'm just not going to continue to engage with them. That's
Hmm.
my boundary. That's something I can do
Yeah,
that doesn't
that, of
require me
course.
to control their behavior. So, did you have any other boundaries like that?
But my boundaries was friends trying to use or manipulate. Once I seen it, I'll let them know I don't think we need to go here anymore. If it always happening in a certain situation,
Yeah.
going to the park and like most of them I'm by myself with them, but they have siblings. But sometimes people will try you, and I was like, I don't want to go to the park with you today. If your sister or sisters are going,
And so you just wouldn't.
no. As I got to be an adult woman, just like you saying, raising your voice, I will let people know quickly. I'm turning you off, even though I hear you. But once you raise your voice, I'm not paying you any attention
Mm-hmm.
because that's not. I'm not gonna listen.
Yeah.
And other boundaries is if I say I'm finished with the conversation, and I ask you, are you finished with it? I'm done. But I'm willing to compromise. But if we're not getting nowhere in it, I think it's best for us to go our separate ways and cool off, or just end it all. Just end it all. No need to check back in. And another boundary is people coming to my house.
Uh huh. What
Don't come to
about
my
learning
don't come
that?
to my house uninvited because I'm not gonna do you that way.
Right. Right. Don't just pull up.
No, don't pull up because
Schedule. Let me
you
know.
better let me know
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the same way.
because
Let me
I'm
know you coming.
my this is my little sanctuary,
We don't even have a welcome mat, so yes, that makes
you
sense.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if
Yeah.
you know me, if it's a dire emergency and you know me, yeah, you can come,
Yeah.
but don't just say, oh, I'm just gonna fall apart. I wouldn't do you like that.
Right.
I do have boundaries, and I want to respect them like somebody respect, vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you first realize boundaries were necessary?
When I felt like I was being taken advantage, like, oh, you thought you got one,
Mm,
or once you get home, or even in the time of the situation, you be like, wait a minute, did I get played?
yeah.
Wait a minute, not by you. And then you said, never again,
Yeah.
and that's it, never again.
I think growing up, I had boundaries, but because like you at home, I had boundaries, but like when you go out, I didn't have boundaries with some family members or some friends. I don't think I knew how to set boundaries. Like I did have boundaries, I didn't know how to communicate or set them or what that looked like for me until adulthood. So I didn't really learn boundaries were necessary until after I started going to therapy and learning that I wasn't communicating my boundaries. I had boundaries, but I wasn't sticking to them because I was expecting other people to change their behavior
Hmm.
if I changed mine. So instead of just saying, I don't like this, or if you do this, I'm going to do XYZ, I would just grin and bear it a lot of times. And so therapy taught me that you don't got to put up with other people BS. You can say,
Yeah,
hey, here's my line, cross it, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen.
yeah,
And that's just you removing yourself or whatever it is whatever agreement you make with yourself about how you want to handle those situations. That is something I'm learning how to do better with that
hmm,
piece of autonomy and that free will that God gave you, like just
yeah,
leaning into you ain't got you there are a lot of things I don't have to put up with. And I think too I was heavily conditioned to be a good person, a good kid, a good citizen. And I think that is what stopped me from that critical thinking piece of sitting back and questioning, like, I don't have to take this. Cause
no,
like
you don't.
having authority figures and being told how to be respectful and stuff. It's like learning how to step out of that now in adulthood and not feel like I have to accept certain things to be a good person.
All right.
Yeah. Do you think boundaries bring families closer or create distance?
My honest opinion,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. Because I'm like this.
That's the answer, yeah.
Once you get to be a certain age, you should know do unto others as do unto me. But sometimes that doesn't happen that way.
Right.
So the reason I say I don't care, not in a cold way, is
No,
that
yeah. I didn't take that as cold.
once you get a certain age, you should know better.
Mhm.
Even as a child, if you get popped,
You
you
know
should
better, you do better.
you know better.
Yeah.
Don't try it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But boundaries, like you go in the store, there's boundaries.
Yeah.
You see lines. That's like
You don't
COVID.
pay for these groceries, you can't take
Yeah,
them home.
you shoplifting, you got cameras.
Yeah, you shoplift to a
You
certain
know,
amount.
go in the bathroom.
Things will
What the sign
happen.
say? Boundaries. Wash your hands. Some people don't. You go to somebody's house. Oh, don't sit on that chair. Don't sit on my bed. Sit on this chair.
Or you bring a gift when you come, you will be invited to more things.
Yes.
Because they know you're gonna bring something.
Or when you go to the house, be hospitable, wash the dishes if they let you. Or say, is something I can help you with before I leave? And don't make 9 plates to go home with. It's just you and yourself and the dog. Because people
Yeah.
check a lot of things and they might let you go the first time, but you're like, really? Did they? Yes, they did.
Then you become box girl.
Yeah, sometimes some people have to serve. You can serve food one way, or you can serve them with your mouth. Like, look, we got to have this conversation. And then they look at you sideways. Yeah.
I think boundaries can bring families and people closer. I think it only creates distance if they don't agree to your boundaries, which is a natural order of things. So when you said I don't care, I was like, yep, I get that. Same. Um, because if I tell you something I don't like or something hurts my feelings and you continue to do the thing, you just not gonna be around anymore. And that goes for anybody. So that makes sense to me that it could bring families closer and also create distance.
Yep.
And I think that's healthy either way it happens. It's like you put that line down of where you're comfortable with moving to and fro. And it's like you don't respect my boundaries. And if I don't respect yours, I wouldn't expect you to hang around.
It's a deal breaker.
You know? So yeah.
Oh, some people say, well, how can you say that? I just did. You weren't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes people don't even feel like they've done something wrong because they so used to doing people that way. Is that their human habit? No, 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 no. No. Even the Lord don't put up with a lot of mess.
Girl.
And when you get tired of putting up, that's what happens when you get. I don't
Right
care.
in the head.
Yes. Let me give you a reminder, right? Love.
Any other thoughts, final thoughts you want to leave with the audience on boundaries?
Nah.
All right. That has been another episode. That has been another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, give us 5 stars wherever you can rate us, even on Facebook. That helps us grow. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can email us at talkingbrown.sugar@gmail.com. And we're on all your favorite podcast listening platforms. I'm Raj the daughter.
I'm Angela the mom.
And we out.
That's the best part of it.